Yeah, hello and welcome to my today's hands-on of a very nice Genus rig system. To be precise, today I want to show you this very lightweight and especially for DSLRs and Matteboxes designed rod base plug from Genus. The only part which isn't included originally is this Manfrotto 577 blade, but I will tell you soon, or let's say in a few minutes, why this one is mounted. And I will also show you this 6:9 widescreen 4x4 filter compatible Mattebox from Genus, including the donut and the 12mm and 15mm rod support clamp. And I will also show you the optional French flag, but it's only optional if you buy the Mattebox alone, or let's say these three parts are also available as a kit, or these two parts and the donut and the rod clamp are also available as a kit. So check out the dealer of your choice, or let's say check out the shop of your dealer of your choice, or go to the Genus online store, which is also quite nice because they also offer demo units or used units for shows or from their internal demonstrations, and so you can also get such a kit really cheap. Although I have to say, don't spend too much money on this kit, because I paid for all these three parts around 250 or 300 euros or so. And I got it new or as unused stock. So yeah, don't spend too much on these units. Yeah, but let's begin with, I forgot my F65 dummy. If you don't know it yet, this is my F65 Nikon dummy, so I can show you together with the 501 PL plate how it looks like when it's mounted. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, but let's begin with the rod base block first. As you can see here, and it's really visible that it's a very lightweight build, and it's really nice to have such a lightweight base system, because you can also build a shoulder supported rig quite easily out of this rod base plug system. And to be precise, why I mounted this 577 plate here is because this knob here, although it's nice to handle, nice to handle is not that true, it's quite annoying to handle it this way, because you can screw it here or you can use both fingers, but it's always a little bit annoying. And another point is, it's a nice option to mount, for example, this 577 plate. And the big pro of this combination is that you can also mount a second screw here at the back. As you can see here, I used the screw to fixate it a little bit, and now you have 2 points of stabilization, and not only 1 point. You have one 3 to 8 inch screw here from the Manfrotto. I used it from the Manfrotto kit, and you can also use the original 1/4 inch screw to fixate it at the front. And so there is no twist anymore, there's no offset, whatever, because you lock it down on 2 points, and it's really stable. It's like, it feels like it's originally mounted. And this is really a unique feature, I have to say, because the most rig systems maybe offer the 4 screw holes, but that's not that common. And so this 2 screw lockdown option is really nice, I have to say. But let's get to the really unique feature here. And the really unique feature is, if you unscrew this screw here, it's possible not only to adjust it in height, as you can see here, it's also possible to adjust it sideways. And adjusting sideways, it's really nice. This feature is really nice because let's say you have a rig system or a camera which has a little bit of offset, or you have an adapter under your DSLR body, and this adapter has an offset. And with this rig system, it's no problem anymore, because you have around 5 or 6 millimeters in each direction adjustment way. And so, really nice option. And it's also possible, if you unscrew this screw here, to change the direction of the rods, because you unscrew it, turn it around, and then the rods are here and not here anymore. Or you can also change the position of the screw, because there's a second position. And in this position, actually, I have it here because it's very high adjustable. As you can see here, it's now even at the height of the 577 plate. And this is really nice because you don't have to think about your quick release plate, which is adding height to your rod plug here, and yeah, really nice, I have to say. And if you adjust it to the lower hole here, you can go very low with the rods. And let's say you have the rods, you have changed the direction of this part here, of this complete part here, and then the rods are here, and then you can go even lower. So yeah, a very adjustable rig system, I have to say. Although the cons, the first con I mentioned before is that this knob here is a little bit annoying, so I really recommend to get a quick release system on top, because this way you can also use, for example, the plates of many of the Sachtler heads, of the Manfrotto 501, 701 HDV heads, for example, of the Benro S4, S6 heads, and so on. So all the cheap and good heads. To be precise, with Sachtler, I don't know if there are many heads which have the 501PL, but at least with the O.I.S head is equipped with the 501PL plate, or with the 501PL compatible plate. So yeah, use such a quick release plate. And the second con I wanted to mention is, the problem is a little bit that if you're using the rods at the back here, for example, the problem is that you don't have that much space for your offset anymore. You only have 2 millimeters anymore or so. So this system is really designed, I think, for front usage. So because now you also don't have that much of access here. And yeah, in this position, it's really perfect, I have to say, because now you have the full adjustment options, and yeah, it's not blocking here the space to handle the screws. Although it's not that necessary anymore if you have a quick release system. Okay, so let's mount we F65 here now, so you can see how it looks like. And it's fixed now, and I have to say it's really nice, and I will show you that, as told before, that it's really possible to adjust it very high, and I'm now really nearly under the lens again, and so really nice. But let's continue with the Mattebox, and to be precise, I will show you first the Mattebox itself. It's very sturdy, I have to say. It's stable. Although this front part here is plastic, the other parts are all made out of PET or at least metal, like these parts here. And also the rod holder is out of metal, and yeah, so it's really nice and stable. And I have to say that it's very easy to handle it this way. And I want to begin with the mounting option. As I told you already, this is a 12mm and a 15mm rod clamp. Although I don't know why 12mm. I never had or saw a 12mm rod system. Maybe it's a Genus, or it was a Genus system, a small one. But it's also possible to mount this complete Mattebox on your camera directly. And here you can see the fixating screw, and with this fixating screw you can change the back part here. So you can mount the donut here, or you can also mount, and this is really nice, step down rings for 82, 77, 72 and so on, screw mount. And with this screw mount you can then fixate this Mattebox directly on your camera. So you don't need this rod clamps here, and you don't need rods to use this Mattebox. So it's very nice because you can use it with these rods, you can use it directly on your camera, and yeah, so you are really, really flexible. But I have mounted here the donut and the rod clamps because for the DSLR it's too heavy, I think, and yeah, I don't recommend to use this on your DSLR lens directly, because yeah, as soon as you add the French flag, you may be touching it, and yeah, you maybe break your lens. So consider we rod clamps if you're using a DSLR camera. Yeah, I also want to mention that this donut is nice, but it's not that easy to handle, because this one is new and it takes time until it's wearing out a little bit, because otherwise the rubber band inside is too stiff and it's a little bit annoying to handle or to change lenses, or if you have bigger lenses, it's quite stiff, or let's say you have a lens which has a front rotating barrel. I have, for example, an older Nikon lens which has a front rotating barrel, and this is quite annoying because I think there is a foam like with the Pro Aim or Jack 35 is also using a foam, I think. So yeah, whatever. Such a foam system is, I think, better because you have different sizes and the foam is blocking the sun, and it's not yeah, blocking your handling, or it's not it don't offers that grip, that of a grip on your lens directly. And yeah, let's get to the filter holders, and it's equipped with 2 filter holders. And to be precise, this is the newer version. The older version is in blue, to say. This is the first point. And the second point is it has one black, or let's say it had one black and one blue filter holder. And many people yeah, complained about this because the blue color was reflecting that much, so they redesigned it. And now both filters are black. And the nice point, I will show you this first, is that the back filter is rotatable. And the nice feature is that it's completely rotatable. So you have 360-degree rotating. And I think this is a really nice option, because you don't have to rotate it back. You only rotate it in one direction, and you have it in the position very easily. So yeah, I will remove it, the back filter now, to show you how such a filter is looking like. And here are the fixating screws. This is for the back filter, for the rotating one, and this one is for the front filter. And I will unscrew it now, the back filter. And it's, as you can see, quite stiff inside, and I like it because there's no wobbling, there's no problem while handling the Mattebox. And these filters are really nice. They're out of metal, and it's really nice to have such a feature. For example, here you only have to pull it up, or pull it upwards, to say, let's say it this way, put in your filter, and it's fixated. And this is really a really nice method, I have to say. And put it in again, and you're fixated, and you're ready to go. So I have to say, this filter system and the Genus Mattebox together with this filter system is really nice. And you can also use polarizers with this method, because you can rotate the back filter. Yeah, so, but let's get to on top here. You maybe saw this Mattebox already on many pictures, or you maybe saw a video about it already. But many of these pictures don't have this mounting option here. To be precise, you have to screw it on. And as soon as you screw it on, you have the option, as you can see here with these 2 screws, to fixate this French flag on top. Okay, it's normally this way. And as soon, I will mount it now from this side, because vice versa, it's a little bit annoying. So then you fixate it here, and as soon as you have fixated it, you have a French flag at the front. And you can also adjust it as you like, and then screw it down, and it's in place, and there's no movement anymore. A little bit of a con is that this French flag is, although it's stable, it's a little bit annoying that yeah, it's not more stable, I have to say. So if you plan to buy this kit here, maybe also get or order a replacement French flag, because you can. It's also possible, and this is really nice, to close it completely down, so it's a protection for your filters, for your Mattebox. But I think it will break sometimes, or after a few shots. So, or you maybe have dents in it, or it's bent completely or so. Especially if you use it as a protector. So order one if you buy this set, or let's say order one with your first order, so you don't have to place a second one, only for the French flag. The only con I also want to mention is that with this Mattebox, it's not possible to mount side flags. So this one is only designed to have a French flag on top. And yeah, it's quite okay, because normally you only need a top flag, and it's quite wide. And it's wider compared to the Mattebox directly. And so yeah, I already used it once, and although it's now not that nice to shoot outdoors, and it's not necessary outdoors, but it was a sunny day, and it really helped a lot, I have to say. Yeah, so let's close it down and put it here. Yeah, the last point I wanted to show you is how it looks like if you mount it together, or if you're using it with the Canon F65 on on this base system. Yeah, okay, it's unscrewed. Yeah. And I hate it when it's not fitting when I'm shooting. Yeah, now it's in there. And now I will show you how it looks like when it's mounted. Okay, I'm a little bit too high now. Maybe the other direction would have been better. But yeah. And as you can also see, it would have been better to make a swivel method like we land porters. So because with the donut, especially as you saw now, it's a little bit annoying to mount or to change lenses. But now again, you have the quick release system. Don't forget this. So you only have to remove it here, and I think it's also quite okay. And yeah, so as you can see, it's really nice, and it's a very compact and professional, also professional looking kit now. And I think it's very nice. And I will remove the French flag so you can see a little bit more. And I think it's a very nice kit for a tripod use, or as a second system, which is only on tripod, and you're only using it on your tripod. Yeah, I hope and I think that this is enough, and I showed everything. So if you have any questions, or if you're interested, yeah, ask me. Or as said, also, it's very essential to check out the Genus online store, because as said, they're also offering quite cheap kits. Or also check out eBay, because for example, I got this one from a dealer on eBay, which is selling out Genus gear. And yeah, so you maybe get it really cheap, and I think it's worth the money I pay, at least the money I paid for it. I'm not sure if it's really worth the money if you buy it new, but I also don't want to say this now, because, or don't think that I know everything, or I tested everything, because this is my first Mattebox I really used by myself, and I didn't borrow or so, or let's say I bought by myself. And so yeah, it's quite okay, but maybe there are the other Matteboxes better. Yeah, I don't know it exactly. I hope you enjoyed my video, and as said before, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Yes, subscribe if you like to. There will come many other videos within the next weeks, months, whatever. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye.